phone. She'll interfere if any. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. We are hanging out this morning in the city of Longwood. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone. You guys know I like to talk to myself for like 20 minutes in the car. So occasionally we'll get someone else in the ride with me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming into the ride, Longwood Police Corporal Donnelly. Welcome in, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you jumping in. I'm
Absolutely.
sure not used to probably being in the passenger seat.
No, not at all.
No cop is used to.
I don't like it at all.
And you start freaking out almost immediately.
This is abnormal.
He's like, I'm got to lean to the right. No, definitely.
Nothing fits right.
Nothing, and the computer's in the wrong spot.
Exactly.
But, man, I really appreciate you joining me this morning. I got to run into your chief into the parking lot. Actually, your chief and your deputy chief.
Oh, they're both out and about today.
Always. Like, I always catch them out, and I'm like, are you guys ever in the office? And they're just like, well, we got nice rides. So
they do have nice rides.
She's got a nice pickup truck.
I know, it's very nice.
But I was just like, thank you, because anytime we reach out to you guys, you have an event, you guys are more than willing to let the media kind of jump in. And that's pretty cool. I like to say that I'm the outside media guy because I get to carry still both ID cards. But listen, man, we've got to talk a little bit before you jumped in. You've been with Longwood for a minute. How long have you been with Longwood Police Department?
I have. So I've been here 13 years.
Okay.
Going on 13 years. Started out as everybody else. You know, you do the FTO thing for 6 months or whatever it is. And then I spent a decade on night shift. Which
by choice?
Yes and no. So I when I first got hired on, I didn't know where I wanted or what, you know, I didn't know which way was up, which way was down.
Right.
I didn't know anything about cop work, to be totally honest.
Okay.
So I didn't have the, the childhood thing of wanting to be a cop and doing the cops and robbers thing.
Really?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
So we'll pause there for a second. Where'd the spark come from? Because nobody just goes like, I think I want to go to the police academy.
Right.
I think I want to wear all this mess. So talk to me about that.
So it's two different things. I was working as an auto mechanic, and as a hobby, it is a fantastic thing to do.
Okay.
As a line of work, I was not very good at it, and what I mean by that is, I wasn't.
Hope you guys didn't get your car work done by him.
No, I could get it done. It's just not going to be quick.
Okay.
So in the auto mechanics world, to make money, to make real good money,
gotta flip
you
it.
have to be quick.
Okay.
And I'm not quick when it comes to cars. I'm meticulous, and I was like, man, I was sitting on the back porch one day with a buddy of mine, and we were talking, and he was in the police academy.
Okay.
He goes, dude, come do this thing with me that I'm doing.
This thing.
Yeah.
This thing.
It's great. And then you get hired on, and what sold me was, he goes, after 25 years at most departments, you get to retire, and they still pay you. And I was dirt floor poor growing up. So I didn't know what a pension was. I never heard the word.
You're like, wait, I only have to work for X, and then they pay me for Z?
I said, so if I do this now, I get 25 years, and then they're going to keep paying me, and I don't have to go? I said, man, sign me up. That sounds amazing.
Right.
So a year or so later, I did all the stuff, the CJ bat and the physical and all that jazz, and I went to the academy, and shortly after that, I got...
What academy did you go to?
I went to Daytona State.
Okay.
Yeah, and the reason I went to Daytona was when I was ready and I had finally made the decision to do this, they were the next one that had a class.
Okay.
Because I checked, Valencia and Seminole.
All the different ones.
All the ones, and Daytona's like, yeah, we got one starting in like 2 months, we can get you in. I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Get me in there.
Sweet. So did you do like the shotgun application kind of like I did? So I joined the Highway Patrol. I put my applications out in 2009.
Okay.
Everything was kind of frozen oddly at that time, but I just kind of shotgunned out and wanted to see what happened. Did you have intention behind where you wanted to work?
So yes and no. I did the shotgun thing.
Okay.
Because I got out, was 11. I started putting my applications in.
Okay.
2011. And at that point in time, if you remember, it was one position open, and you had 50 or so applicants showing up for the position. And you're like, man, I got to compete with 50. I'm the one guy.
Yeah, you're like, this is not going to happen.
Right. So I did the shotgun thing, but I had two agencies that I really wanted to work for. I wanted to work for the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Because when I moved to Florida, I moved to Volusia County, and I was like,
why
oh,
not?
Man, right, this is my community. As hard as Deltona is to figure out on a map, I knew it really well because I was a teenager.
It's insane.
So
sometimes
like spaghetti noodles.
I'll get messages from residents in Deltona, and they'll be like, "Hey, you just always refer to us as one. Deltona looks good this morning." I go, right, because if I zoom in, I've got 47 different intersections to talk about. So I just wait for something to happen.
Exactly.
And then we kind of just wing it from
there.
there.
We go from there, exactly.
Right. So I think this guy's going to let me go. So we'll just go. I appreciate you, Longwood. Look at you guys.
So yeah, I did that. Volusia County was kind of where I wanted to be, and then Longwood was the other one. And Longwood was because the buddy that I was sitting on the back porch with worked for Longwood, and I was like,
okay,
how cool would it be to work with my buddy?
So here we are now, 13 years later. You're a supervisor.
I am.
Guy who now don't want to do anything with law enforcement. You're a corporal.
Yep.
How'd that happen?
So, like I said, I did 10 years on nights, and as you would know, on night shift, you get a crash course in being a cop, because very rarely is admin out.
Right.
You don't see your lieutenants a lot or anybody, so you rely on your squad mates and you rely on your sergeant.
You definitely put in a lot of situations that a long-term day shifter wouldn't be, where you could call legal on the spot, where you could, there's
check in with
3 or 4 sergeants showing up on the scene,
exactly.
instead of maybe you'll get one if they're not dealing with something else.
Right. So after a year or so on nights, I found myself in the unique position of being almost the senior guy on the shift, minus our supervision being our sergeant.
Well, you're the first guy who I've ever met that spent a decade on midnight shift and is still as bright as you are. So this is
because I'm not on midnights anymore.
Okay, there it is.
I would like to do that again, but not right now. Give me some time to see some sunshine.
Yeah.
So I found out very quickly in a year. I was like, oh man, people are coming to me to ask me questions about what they should do, or how to handle this situation, or what paperwork they gotta have. And I was like
that.
Well, if I'm gonna answer these questions,
might as well
I should get paid more. I gotta get paid for this.
Right.
So after a few years,
because then they're like, well, Officer Donnelly said this, and they're like, well, Officer Donnelly's just Officer Donnelly.
You're also officer.
Right. So why didn't you ask the corporal?
Exactly. So after a few years, I was like, all right, well, let me throw my hat in the ring.
Okay.
And I did that and got selected to be a corporal, went right back to night shift, never missed a beat.
Right.
And
you're like, oh, well, I wouldn't have signed up for this. But...
right. But if you're going to put me where I'm good at. So yeah, I did that for a little while. And then in 2022, my wife and I took a vacation, and on that vacation, she said, hey, I think you could ask them if you could go to days, because it'd be really nice to see you.
Okay.
And I was like, I suppose. I groveled to the administration.
Well, because for those that are watching this morning, like, if you don't know how Corporal had explained, there is such a different energy shift between day shift and night shift. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a negative thing. It's just a completely different way of policing.
It's not only a completely different way of policing. Your whole world is outside of law enforcement is also changed.
Right.
So when your family gets up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and they're out the door wanting to go to the beach or the theme parks or all the other things that we can do, you just got off of 12s on nights and you got home at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and you're trying not to be a zombie. And really, unfortunately, what happens is you're grown. And because you've been up for however long.
Your battery's shutting down at that
exactly.
point.
You're running out of steam. You're just like,
I think I got to give you praise, though, because whether it's an officer's wife or an officer's husband, and to take that, like, hey, look, I'll say it, babe, help me out here a little bit. Let's meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna support you, let you do what you want to do, but because you're paying the bills. But maybe home during the daytime would be really nice.
Right.
So you made that switch.
I did. I groveled. I made the switch, kind of reluctantly at the beginning for me.
Okay.
And I went to day shift, and I was like, man,
there are people in this town.
This is weird. I hate the traffic.
Right.
There's a million people that travel throughout this city.
Everyone's staring at you.
Yes.
That's different.
And then I got used to people waving at me, and I was like, oh, that's not normal. At least for me. Like at nights, you get a wave, but it's not a wave, right? It's something else.
Right. They're not overly excited.
Exactly. So now people are waving and people are out walking their dogs. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice.
So great.
Right, let's be jolly and put a smile on, some sunglasses, and let's go do this.
So now you said it. Now let's be jolly.
Yeah.
You are now part. So after 10 years of Midnights, then going back as the corporal, being this patrol guy, you're now part of the public affairs.
Yeah.
So touch a truck, shake hands, kiss babies kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I love to talk smack about it because I did it for 3 years.
Okay.
So I get it. I get it because it is such... We get a lot of smack talking when the cops are around each other and all that stuff. But listen, someone has to do it. And there are benefits that come from this, whether it's school resource officers that intermingle in the schools. 10 years down the road, they may see that kid as an adult in the same communities they're patrolling, and there's now a relationship there.
Yes.
Or the police academies you guys put on for the citizens. There is a major role in community policing. Talk to me a little bit before we get into the nuts and bolts of what we recently watched you guys do.
Okay.
But what's the mission here for Longwood and the community policing style?
So the mission is really just, they always say that there's this gap.
Okay.
And between law enforcement and its citizens. And I heard that, and it's just beaten in every time you go to a training class. We got to bridge the gap. And I was like, it's kind of hard to, it seemed hard as a patrol guy to do that when it's really not. And I've talked to our patrol guys about that because they're the ones that make the contact generally first, right? But on this end of it, it's been much more rewarding to get out there and actually talk with the people day in and day out, explain the events we got going on, things of that nature, and really not spend an appropriate amount of time on a call. I get to go, and when I make a conversation with somebody, if they want to talk to me for an hour,
you're there,
and I've got an hour, guess what? You're getting me for an hour, and I'm a long-winded guy. I don't know if you know that yet.
I think we've figured that one out.
But I could talk forever and have a good time with anybody.
So that's got to feel kind of cool, though, going from someone you wanted to do it, you realize you enjoyed the interactions, especially, let's be midnight shift. You're on a call. Once it's wrapped up, you could hang out with them and chat if they wanted to talk.
Absolutely.
Or at the corner store or whatnot.
Yep.
But if a call rings out, you're out.
Yeah,
you got to go.
Yeah, it's time to
now
go.
it's your job to seek this.
Yeah.
How big's your team? Talk to me a little bit about your crew.
So our community relations side of it is me and Officer Ortiz, who I believe that you may have met on Tuesday night, or you saw on Tuesday night.
I saw him.
Okay. So Officer Ortiz and I, she is fantastic at what she does. If you could put somebody in a position where they would excel, I would choose Dawn Ortiz every time to stick into a community relations role.
Isn't that awesome? And you got an awesome partner to do stuff with.
100%.
So cool.
She tells me that I do a good job, and I'll believe her.
You're just like, no.
I don't know that because
Right.
I don't think that way. But she tells me I do a good job, and I'm like, it's really you.
So what
I
do
just
you
get some of the
encompass
credit.
over your unit? What are you overseeing?
So I'm over community relations, and then I'm also over our school resource officers. And though we have 3 of them, we have 2 at Lyman High School, and then we have 1 at Longwood Elementary.
Okay.
And we just recently had some turnover with all of them. The previous team was fantastic. They had a great rapport with administration, with teachers, with students alike. And with the turnover we've had, we've just kept that going. It's been fantastic.
This is cool to hear.
2 new SROs at Lyman High School, and those 2 have integrated themselves into the community so much, their community, because the school,
that's their community, yeah.
When
its own little world.
Exactly. When they're not there, people notice. Hey, where's Officer Angus? Hey, where's Officer Mitchell? Oh, they'll be by shortly. They had something else to do. But it's always, if they see another cop there,
they're like, wait a second.
Where's my cops?
Yeah, right.
Where are the cops?
These are my guys.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
Why are they not here? And they get recognized there. It's real funny. We went to the football game a couple weeks ago, and I was out of uniform.
Okay.
And roaming around. And those kids immediately picked up. They're like, oh, why aren't you... You own other clothes? I'm like,
Yeah, like I'm a human.
I'm a normal person.
I don't go home and plug in
Exactly.
the cable and shut down kind of
Right.
thing. So with all these programs that you guys have going on, you guys, so many people, I love the name of it. They have these Citizen Academy styles, but you guys have a partners program.
We do.
And it's new, it's inaugural. You guys just started it. The first one's in the, I would say, the middle of it right now.
We are.
Talk to me about
smack
this.
dab in the middle.
Talk to me, what is Longwood Police Department's partners program?
So the partners program is our way of connecting with our citizens in a bigger group style setting, and not only connecting with them, but getting our citizens inside of our building to see the inner workings. So this
almost
is
like reminding them this is your building also.
100%, and letting them know, like, this is how we handle things. If you guys ever have a question, you can call us and you can ask how things go, but come sit down with us for 8 weeks. Sit in our classrooms, talk to our officers, because I don't, as much credit as some may have given me,
right?
It's all the people that are teaching.
Right, you're just a mouthpiece for them. That's it.
That's all it is. I sit there and I shake hands and I say hi to everybody when they come in, and we offer coffee and donuts.
Right.
But
so like last night was an actual, like, almost hands-on experience you guys had.
Yeah.
Or was it last night?
Tuesday
night.
Yep.
So yeah, Tuesday night you guys had, because the class is happening every Tuesday. Your citizen group got to come out and meet your traffic unit hands-on.
Yes.
And so what were they showing them exactly?
So I'm sure you're aware,
right?
Most motor cops love showing their bike off because it's
Absolutely.
their favorite thing, right? So we get our guys to come out. That's Officer Thacker, I believe I see on your screen there. They get them to come out. They get to be hands-on with the motorcycle, and they show them all the tools and tips and tricks and everything that they have available to them on their motorcycles, whether it be, their MCTs that aren't docked inside. They're in the caddies, and they have their radars and their lasers and, ticket printers and all the things where they can go out and they can do all of their investigations that they need to do with all the tools that are in that motorcycle.
It's almost like showing the behind the scenes. Like, hey, look, it's not just a motorcycle. So when you see these motor officers riding around, it's more than just hopping on a bike and riding.
Yes.
Like, no, there's sirens, there's lights, there's radios, there's Bluetooth, there's printers, there's weaponry that's included on these bikes in some cases.
It is a patrol car on two wheels.
It is. I rode motors for 3 years with the highway patrol.
So you love showing off the
motors. Oh, dude. Best 3 years of my law enforcement career. I'll tell you that right now. To do that on bike, you're going to pay for my gas. You're going to give me a Harley Davidson and put red and blue lights.
Right.
Sign me up.
Right.
How can people, because I'm looking at the video here, and you could just see it's a diverse group of people.
Yes.
You probably have residents from all over that probably want to jump in on this.
We've gotten a lot of feedback from it to join it.
There's a member in your crew that is retired from News 6.
She does let us know.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll let you know. And I've gotten to see some of the Facebook posts and stuff. How can people, if people were like, man, this is awesome to see this, how can people reach out to you and be like, hey, what's the information? How can I get involved with the Longwood Police Department?
So there's a couple different ways. Number one is they can go on our Facebook page and they'll see it.
Okay.
It'll be advertised on there. We'll have another course in the spring. But more directly, if they want to get a hold of me, they can email me. We have 2 emails that you can get a hold of me. It's lpdcommunityrelations@longwoodfl.org, or you can email me directly at sdonnelly@longwoodfl.org.
And you guys have all sorts of things, whether it's what's the most recent thing that this time of year?
You got back to school events.
There's always something.
Our back to school event was hands down. I'm going to brag.
Go for it.
For our back to school event. I've been to other back to school events and they're great. They get backpacks and you get new notebooks.
He's got to say that.
I have to say it, and they are great because what they do is they help the community in whatever way they can.
Okay.
We spend approximately 8 months out of our year working on that thing.
Okay.
And then 1 month solely working on buttoning it up and dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
So this is like a big deal for you guys.
It is the biggest deal. And the reason is because we just want to make sure that kids get off on the right foot. So what we do is we offer 100 free haircuts. And we have a small barbershop that comes in and that helps us do that.
Oh my gosh.
They offer their time. They don't get any kickbacks or anything. We don't pay them. They just
Right.
go, you know what? This
Well,
is our
we
thing.
want to partner with you
We're
guys.
doing it. And next year, they're thinking about doing 150 haircuts. We do 600 backpacks full.
Packed and stuff.
Yep. You got binders and notebooks and loose leaf paper and highlighters.
It's not like here's a backpack, good luck kind of thing. It's like here's your backpack. You're
Here's
set.
everything. So we go on Seminole County's Public Schools website.
So you build
get
it
the
for it.
list,
Get out of here.
and then we put it in there. And then the big thing is, everybody's got to go back to school with new kicks.
Okay, yeah.
So we do $25 gift cards to Shoe Car.
Look at that. Helping them out.
That's the biggest thing.
I love it because you're not
Everybody's
only
gotta have
giving them the supplies, you're like, hey, we're going to let you look good and feel good at the same time.
You gotta look good. and
You're
feel good
right.
Your first day,
Well, once you
right?
become a cop, the kind of kicks thing goes out because you can't wear cool
right,
shoes
we have,
anymore.
We have black leather boots.
It's like, where's your black boots? Get
Are
rid
they
of the-
shined?
Yeah, get rid of the Jordans. You can't wear Jordans.
Exactly.
I do know, though, some cops that have some sick kick collections because I don't know if it's maybe
We
a thing.
have one of those cops.
Yeah?
Yeah, his collection is.
There's one with OPD that's a buddy of mine, and he is it's massive. I think it's probably worth absurd amount of money.
I am jealous that people can do that because I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I grew up poor. I have to tell you this. I grew up poor, and I never owned a pair of Jordans. But Jordan, I'm from the Seattle area.
Okay.
So I was a Supersonics fan.
Okay.
And growing up, they were awesome. Sean Kemp and Gary Payton, the whole thing. But Jordan always is there, right? And I could never afford a pair of Jordans. And the guy that has the shoe collection here, he's one of our SROs, Officer Mitchell, goes, I showed him a pair that I liked. He goes, I can get you that pair. Because they were sold out of it.
Right.
And he goes, I can get you that pair. And he found them for me. I got them shipped, and they were a pretty penny. And
But to you, that's that means more than just a pair of
and
sneakers.
now they sit up in my closet in a box because I'm not wearing them.
You're never gonna wear them,
I
but
can't wear them.
you can walk into that closet and look at them.
I
And
got
that
'em.
might be the motivation you need, like
That's right.
on a daily basis.
Right.
Like, look where I'm at.
That's right.
I got my
a pair of
Jordans. My kids are happy. My wife's happy, and I got a pair of Jordans.
That's right.
Look, sir, it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate
Thank
it,
you
sir.
guys.
Thank
Look,
you so much.
Longwood does a great job keeping you guys up to speed on information, but like I always say, you have to be proactive. I think I know what he's doing. You have to be proactive on the information, so just make sure that you're constantly following them and all that fun stuff. Are we doing this?
Are we doing this?
All right, we're doing this.
All right, so this is for our partners program.
Okay.
We had this specifically made.
Oh, I didn't even go to the class and I get a coin.
You do. So, can't tell anybody. They'll probably hear it.
Yeah.
Somebody said that they wanted the coins who's in the class.
Okay.
This is going to be part of their little graduation.
Got
gift.
it, got
So
it.
They're going to get them.
Got it.
But on the back, it has our partners program, policing and respect through neighborhood engagement and resource sharing. And then on the front, it has our logo with our badge.
That's a fancy one.
Yeah.
This is
Really-
the Trooper Steve coin.
Oh, very nice.
So
Thank you very
hand
much,
them out
sir.
there. I never thought I needed a coin until one day a few people were like, "Why don't you have a coin?" So I was
Gotta
like,
have a coin.
I guess Trooper Steve gets a coin now, sir.
Right on.
Corporal, I appreciate you, sir.
Steve, thank you, sir. I appreciate
Guys,
it.
give him a follow. Give Longwood a follow. Trooper Steve out on patrol today. It's a wrap. We'll see you later.